Mm, the chamber. So, how we start?
Alright, so we're gonna start it off like this. Check me out, check me out. Look, this is the first edition of our Cosmic Dojo podcast, where we'll be exploring the realms of self mastery, ancient wisdom, and
High tech.
yeah,
Lots of high tech.
hop in here, add some more themes.
High tech, ancient tech, organic tech, all things tech.
Yeah.
Business, tech, culture. BTC, business, tech, and culture. Right here in the Cosmic Dojo.
Not to be confused with Bitcoin.
Now, we want you to be confused with Big Mama, Big Daddy,
And
Team
we do
Capricorn,
accept Bitcoin.
and all agreeable, all agreeable currencies. Monk begs for rice here at the Cosmic Dojo. You can hit the link below. In the dojo, you can hit the link below.
Yeah, so we just want to open up the platform to share our unique perspective and wisdom from experience, at least from my elder here, Sifu Oyi, and
Young whippersnapper
as
himself. I
well
call
as
him Young Buck. You
we also
know,
want to give a platform and give a voice to some of the amazing members of our community that we're blessed to be involved in, and yeah, we just know so many talented, gifted, disciplined, and amazing individuals who are moving with integrity, and we would love to share the collaborative works that we're doing and give y'all an inside look at what's going on here in Bali, Indonesia, in the
mm, locally and abroad.
yeah
Definitely ain't gonna limit it to
yeah
just the dope crew that we have here in Indonesia.
yeah. So
However, we will highlight the dope crew here in Indonesia.
because that's where we're at right now, yeah. But it's global,
And it's definitely going
it's
to be
universal.
multicultural. It's definitely going to be universal. Did you know when I was coming up as a 5%er, that was my name, Universal?
Mm.
Seaborn Universal Allah.
It's a powerful name.
A lot of responsibility. All the names, you know? Because that's word, sound, power. And then the dojo, that's one of the things that we are real serious about and dedicated to is proper wording. You know, when we talk about the four virtues: honesty, humility, patience, sincerity. You know, most people when they think patience, they come in with one definition, but when they leave out the dojo, they be like, oh, okay. Right. Patience. I will put the needs of others before that of my own, but not the greedy, but not the greedy, but not the greedy. Come on, man. Is that one of your favorites?
Hmm.
The third virtue.
It's, yeah, it's a good one, man. Because I feel like that's in my life experience, that's been an interesting balance, an interesting dance, which is kind of in the lane of the topic that we want to talk about today is yeah, giving, being generous, being graceful, being gentle and kind, and being ruthless with our attention, with our focus, with our time and energy, what we choose to relate with, what we choose to spend time connected to, be it videos on the internet, music, people in our lives, our community, the books that we're reading, the words that we're choosing to speak from this manifesting tool that we have been gifted. So
Yeah, and the compassion, because this full moon was in Scorpio, and I'm always telling Scorpios, we was having the ruthless conversation when the moon was in Scorpio. So it was a Taurus sun, Scorpio moon, and we were talking about ruthless, but we were also talking about like still being compassionate, right? But not being a simp either. Like there's nothing There's nothing simpish about the dragon or being ruthless, but you don't have to have an evil heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely want to be like ruthless in my compassion and my forgiveness for myself.
Mm.
Yeah. I want to
Yeah.
be uncompromisingly ruthless.
It's like the black dot inside of the white side of the yin yang, and the white dot inside of the black dot. It's just infusing ruthlessness into the forgiveness.
Now you know this is a risky subject because some people in our community we might get canceled. You know what I mean? Because this is not love and light. This ain't love and light we talking about.
This is balance we're talking about.
I say it's called harmony because
Hmm.
it's a lot of the black and then a little bit of the white. That's not balance. That's harmony. You know what I'm saying? It just need just a little bit. It don't need to be half and half. And on the same side, the other side, just like men and women. A man needs to have an inner woman, but not more inner woman than his man. And a woman need to have an inner man, but not more man than her woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, because it should be obvious. Authenticity should be obvious instead of having to state something like whatever. Like, remember that picture with the Amigos was in the picture with what's the talk show lady's name? Lauren DeGeneres. And they was holding the money like this on their ear and stuff, big stacks of money, and she was just sitting there smiling. She didn't have on no designer or nothing, but she probably had more money than like all three of them put together.
You mean Ellen?
Ellen,
Yeah.
yeah, not Lauren DeGeneres. What was I thinking about? Thank you for the catch.
Okay.
Yeah, Ellen. So to
But
to
I'm saying she was the one who wasn't flexing.
zero, but she had the biggest flex
Yeah.
because everybody's watching my show, my deals. So authenticity. But yeah, that's just my little astrological insight in the Cosmic Dojo. We definitely will be having those. Tonight, this beautiful moon is brought to you by Team Sagittarius. It was a little photo shoot. We just want to share with y'all. We both are aspiring photographers, and if you all need to get at us about something, you know, especially if you got better equipment than ours, we can shoot, okay?
Yeah. Videography, media production. We,
If you got episodes of your podcast that you need us to team up on, we might as well just go ahead and team up on it. But back to ruthlessness. I had asked you why you had even brought that subject up. What was going on for you to sit down and say something like, what'd you say? You was like, man, I might
I
have
say,
to go
you
back
know
to...
what happened, bro? Yeah. So stop being ruthless. Yeah. Because I realize it's crazy. It's like, yeah, some people may immediately hear that and think that we're talking about being like cold-hearted and cutthroat, and it's not that, but it's that to a degree. It's the art of not giving a fuck. And when you master the art of not giving a fuck, you have space to give real, authentic kindness to the place where it is, what's the word? Where it's worthy for your specific connection with whatever generosity, whatever kindness, whatever love is being shared is real and it's authentic and it's pure and it's from the core of the being, because we're not having to hide any part of ourselves, so we're full and we can just give from that place, only because when we set boundaries, they're clear boundaries and we don't waver from them to keep other people comfortable or to agree with other people or to be.
To me, the ruthlessness is this boundary, because when ruthless is really like also gonna be a part of like your reputation and your brand, and when nobody nobody runs up on ruthless. Nobody says, you know, what are your boundaries, ruthless? You set up boundaries because you're not ruthless. You set up boundaries because um, uh, you spreading your time all the way out over everywhere. You're just flooding the plane. You ain't ruthless. Ruthless is concentrated. Ruthless is not like, ruthless is focused. And that's why like I was talking about when Andrew was talking just about like staying in the now, being directly to the point, like being ruthless about being ruthless to your distractions. Because everything is about the distractions. What happens when we focus in? It just looks like, oh man, you just so ruthless. Nah, I'm here. But when you start worrying about how you gonna take this, how you gonna feel if I say this, or if I move this way, or if I don't agree with that, what are you gonna like? How, oh, I gotta now I'm in my head a lot thinking about things that don't matter. 70%. Now my ruthlessness done, which gave me an edge and gave me leverage. Now I don't have it no more because of the distractions. And it's even where we at right now, with the startup projects that we got that are inside the Dow. Those people, what I'm saying, really need to concentrate, what I'm saying, and be like ruthless with their time and all that, because you can't, like that, so you can be generous later.
Yeah. And it's not personal.
It's structural.
It's not
It's
personal
structural.
ruthlessness.
It's
Just like
structural. It's not personal.
to be efficient and to honor the vessel, to honor the temple.
And the temple needs funding. So if the temple is about to receive 10 million, 20 million, 80 million, then yes, it has to have structure. It's got to have discipline.
Right. That's what provides the banks to the river. Is that, because you could call it ruthlessness. It's just a clear boundary. That doesn't need to be talked about. It's just there. You come up against it.
And it's obvious too. It's obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Yeah, and it's energetic too. It's a vibrational thing that you can feel it from a couple feet away, like you say. It's obvious.
Okay, boom.
So nobody's even gonna approach if they're not coming correct, because they can sense, oh, he's not the one. He's ruthless. Doesn't mean he's a bad person. It just means he's not the one to bring the bullshit to. Or even, yeah, there's so many different layers involved in the social dynamics, which is why it's so important to move like a martial artist within that.
What's one of the primary functions of the martial artist in the community? Protect the children, period. There's no martial artist that's going to sit out here and just, no martial arts school says, okay, when you learn this, you're going to protect children more. It just clicks that if you are a martial artist with a little bit of martial arts and you walking around and you see somebody trying to do something to a child, you about to test your stuff. I'm about to test this thing out on you, dog. I really didn't even want to use it. But for you, and for this little one, I'm about to be ruthless right here in this execution of this. And if we let those be societal norms of we are equipped to be ruthless about how we protect children, nobody, like you feel that here in Bali. You know what I'm saying? You don't be hearing about no kids getting abducted and abused and stuff because of the ruthlessness that you feel in the air. Like, that would be dangerous if you did that and then got caught up. Oh. I want the Banja to come in for sure. They're going to make sure it's a nice ride to wherever you're going before you get downtown. They're going to take the long way. It's going to be, but guess what? It don't happen. It don't happen because it's a clear state of energy that here the children are honored. They even base their economy off of it. So that's how I know I'm going to be successful, because OU for the kids. Cosmic Dojo is for the kids, So when I ask somebody for 20 million, it's for the kids, just like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang for the children.
Yes, indeed.
What made you come to that conclusion that you were, that you got away from being ruthless, and that might be something that you need to consider getting back to?
Because I spent a whole chapter in my life experience like criticizing myself for my past ruthlessness. Because I saw that the way that I was operating with it, it got out of balance. It got out of integrity for me because I realized the leverage that I had because I was already moving like that. I wasn't giving any time or energy to nothing that wasn't serving me, period. And but then it got a little jaded. Some of my pain from the past started to fuel some of that and started to use that, and it messed up my relationships and it distorted my perspective. So I had to check myself and just go fully back to the only place I knew to go for guidance, which is deep inside, and to my elders. And yeah, I had to analyze and test the structural integrity of all of my values and the ways that I was moving and the reasons for the ways that I was moving. And I found a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Within my own inner
So you was using the first virtue?
constitution,
You was using the first virtue?
humility, or honesty. Yeah,
When? To who? Honesty to who?
to myself
When?
at all times. Yeah, man. And it was rugged. It was really difficult to face myself in that way.
You just on the first virtue and you just like, damn, we ain't got to 2, 3, or 4 yet.
I'm saying, man. I'm saying. I try to skip the steps too, so I got a little bit of the second and third in there, but I messed up. You know what I mean? But regardless, that's beyond the point. Yeah, so then I had to put all my weapons down basically, and my shields, to be honest with myself and be like, all right, as within, so without. Anything that's coming at me that's feeling like a threat or that's feeling like something that I need to fight against is something that I need to deal with within myself before I can start blaming anybody else or start engaging in any type of external conflict. So, but that left me feeling, I think, more vulnerable than I needed to because I didn't enter that process with the super stable, you know what I mean, with enough guidance or whatever. But it is what it is. It was my initiation, and I'm thankful for it that it happened the way that it did. Yeah, but it's like reintegrating the pieces of value that were there and that, you know, before it got out of integrity and before it started getting a little distorted, I noticed in reflection, there's a lot of value in moving the way that I was moving. I just need more temperance. I need more grace, and I need more self-love, and to be in an environment where my nervous system feels safe enough to actually like integrate that. You know what I mean? So
How's that going with integrating the art of not giving a fuck at the same time?
it's beautiful because I get like into the technical details and like the reflection like I just shared, and then I'm also able to take a deep breath and be like, yo, it's all good.
What's your
I'm doing
profile?
great.
You a 1 something?
I'm
1,
a
3?
2-4.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so truthfully, this much introspection might not even be necessary for me. But it's cool to be able, from my personality, from a human design perspective, to be able to share, to reflect and share that maybe y'all are going through something similar and maybe can take a little boon from that, take a couple, some insight.
Couple of drags. Oh man, I really resonated with the whole theme of ruthlessness because of the R, like how random it was that I was feeling like that. It was like when you go all the way back to, like you said, the inner me is the most successful me. So when I go back to in my periods of like when I felt the most successful, there was definitely the edginess of ruefulness, right? It was always was compassion there, but like in Scarface, he was just like, I don't do kids. Remember that was the whole fallout. He wouldn't he Scarface was just going around killing people, but then there was a child in the car, and he was just like, I said no kids, so that he wouldn't do it, and then the cartel went to war with him because he wouldn't he wouldn't do the whole thing like that.
That's what happened. That's why he got. Dang.
Yeah, it wasn't the money, and he was high when he made the decision, but his compassion overtook. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. The killer in him. His compassion was the stronger of the senses at at that time. And for me, it's like I'm sharper. I can see where compassion should go faster when I'm in a ruthless place, and
Exactly.
and I'm moving as in such a state, because also at the highest level of ruthlessness is confidence,
Hmm.
right? And probably because you're giving off that energy in your trajectory or in your spiral dynamics that, I shouldn't even try to distract him because he's not to be played with right now. I'm just a real focus, So he probably, or she not gonna give me the time of day. We not promoting ruthlessness where we just go out talking about some random. We talking about no violence. As a matter of fact, we're not talking about anything
Mm-mm.
ruthless that's got anything to do with
Mm-mm.
violence whatsoever. It's strictly an energy resonance.
You know what just came to my mind?
Mm.
Ruthless authenticity. Ra. That's what it is right there.
It's the Ma'at gang. It's the Ma'at brothers. It's all good. It's all good. We have very little arguments because our mama don't even want to hear nothing we got to say but agreement. Both of us got Ma'at on the left side of our body. It's like that. Ruthless, ruthlessly authentic, raw.
Hmm. Cause it's not nothing about any of the stigma or the connotation or the fear even around the word ruthless. It's just about being so committed to oneself. Period.
Chill, man. Why you in my gene keys? 29.
That's
I'm
got to
just
be in my genes too.
well, I'm just talking about my purpose. Today I was looking at a Gene Keys video about the 6 lines in purpose, and I'm a 5 line. But the video I didn't get to that line, but that's my gift in purpose is commitment. And you just out here said you just said it like, what are you really committed to? What are you like? You so say it again. You was just like you what? So committed to that
To
thing
oneself,
to oneself.
to one's inner self, one's connection with God, with spirit, source, universe, whatever you want to say. To,
You think about people in the gym consistently.
yeah,
That's not no loving light body.
yeah. But it creates the perfect structure for love and light to be amplified. You know, like with the graffiti, when you get a white and black graffiti and you get that black outline
Mm,
around the edge,
mm,
makes it pop.
mm,
It puts the light on the stage. It's
mm,
holding space for the light. It's
mm,
supporting the light because
mm.
it's allowed to be darkness. It's allowed to be the void.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
The light ain't mad at that. The light loves that. It's the background, so the light can shine.
Raw. Even Raw makes shadows. Wow. Even Ra makes shadows.
And he ain't afraid of his shadow. He ain't even thinking about it. He just shining like the sun.
That's not even in his vocabulary.
Right.
Yo. And then grace. Ruthlessness and grace. Grace with yourself. Grace and boom, very, very similar.
And all of this, I feel, is words that we're putting, hopefully quite eloquently, on information that can be felt through the breath.
We breathing from our dantian. We breathing through the soles of our feet. We breathing through our crown. We breathing through all 64 hexagrams. Any one you want, we have it. So we breathing authentically the way it is. So
Y'all ever have a moment where you in a situation where maybe there's a little bit of pressure on you and you feel the need to rise to the occasion and you get a real good breath and you get your bearings?
can I just vent?
That's that
For
dragon energy right
I
there.
know, but can I just vent for a second about the breathing thing here in the Cosmic Dojo?
Silakan.
Will y'all please stop breathing so loud? Please, for me, and stop chest breathing so much. You animals, please, you yoga teachers, please come see me. Let's sit down and breathe together. Yoga teachers need qigong teachers because yoga teachers, we do not need the accent of adrenaline right now. The dragon is not going to take the presence of adrenaline as a sign of, you're calm. Adrenaline does not Adrenaline does not denote being calm. And to be with the dragon is already up and up, is lit. So why you need to be calm? That's what the dragon is looking for. Peacefulness. That's the inner side of the dragon. It's the peace of the dragon, not the fury of the dragon. And so when you gross breathe, you are inhaling up in the upper chest. There's nothing down here at your lower dantian and your lower yiming that's inside of your body, two fingers above your navel. So there's no oxygen, no fresh air down here, and now your adrenal glands are saying, "What do you want? I'm going to give you adrenal. I'm going to give you adrenaline." And so that is sourcing through your bloodstream just that fast. But now the sense of peace is gone. Peace and adrenaline can't exist at the same time. But serotonin pulls down peace. So when you inhale at the dantian and the stomach expands and it's silent, that's serotonin. Now we have more relaxation. Now the dragon is saying, "Oh, you are peaceful. I'm gonna rock with you first," because you had to do a lot of work to be able to breathe in the lower dantian and consciously to breathe silent. It just seems like in Ubud, it's all every time somebody say, "Take an inhale," it's like we having a contest to see can you hear me inhale. Please, please stop the sheep. And you teachers that's teaching that, I do have an issue with them. I was, I don't say nothing to they one down at Astana. I said something to that brother, but he's a master, so he can handle it.
AJ.
No, not AJ. Um, the other brother does the Vipassana meditation. That's my man's. We're gonna put his picture up here in his Instagram just so he'll know I'm talking about him. But he could handle the constructive feedback from another breath master because both of us dealing in positions, right? So this gross breathing is like promoting adrenaline. So if the teacher is promoting adrenaline, then all of the tribe is going to be like, well, that's how the leader is breathing. I'm gonna breathe like that too. Now you got too much adrenaline in the tribe. Can all of you watching, if I say take a deep inhale, can you make it silent? Take a deep inhale. No one knew, and I'm still inhaling. Nobody can tell that I'm inhaling. It's not for everybody to know that you're taking a deep inhale, okay? That is for yang exercises. That is for fire breaths. Of course, your kundalini is going to be popping off because you're asking your adrenal glands to give you extra adrenaline right now.
That's also supposed to be breathing into the dantian though with fire breath.
No. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
well, even if you are, it's the speed of it.
You're not chest breathing fire breath.
Yeah, but the speed of it is it's still not going to pump serotonin. It's going to pump adrenaline. Because
It might be a little bit of both.
serotonin is slow. Serotonin is slow.
Okay.
You'll get the most serotonin
Right.
with the slower breathing.
Right.
You're going to get the most adrenaline with the faster breathing.
Right.
But I'm not even talking about when most people do that deep inhale, I give you that. But here in Ubud, when people take a deep inhale, it all be high chest. Because they only took one.
Yeah, sometimes I have where you can hear it a little bit, but I'm breathing from the bottom and then a little bit into the chest.
Because you've been in Shindao Temple. You done already felt the difference.
Yeah, and I was practicing breathing into the stomach from my teenage years, 17.
And that's where the power is at. The power is not in the upper chest. So
No,
that's just an
just
irritant.
stressing the heart out a little bit.
I was trying to do a fast vent, but now he want to get me to go start it. Ooh, boy. When the classes get back popping, y'all just please just slide through, you know. I really like that idea too. I really want to get on that as topic of like what to get ruthless about.
Ruthless authenticity right there.
Yeah, ruthless authenticity.
That can be a whole course.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about just for this episode, what are some of the things that you want to be ruthlessly authentic about in the next 90 days?
Me personally?
Yeah, because I'm checking you, you know, like that's, like, we up under this portal, the 22s is everywhere because Uranus and Jupiter are at 22 degrees Taurus. We just saw that number 22 in Balinese or Indonesian. So this is the time for us to press for the next 90 days. You heard Andrew, he came here 12 years ago, and it was a year of the dragon. He was like, the next 10 years was just like, wow. But it was how he started. So if you want to have a wild next 9 years, then we have to do 90 days and be like, this is my sprint right now. So if we're going to be ruthlessly authentic, what are some things that you want to be ruthlessly authentic about over the next 90 days?
All right. Number one, making time and space for my self-care, my practice. Number two, financial agreements. Number three, communication in general. I'm gonna keep it with three right now. That feels good.
I'm gonna inspire you to do three more.
Nah.
Yes, I am, because mine are gonna be more specific than that.
Okay.
Because I want to be ruthlessly authentic about learning how to be a founder of a startup. I want to be more ruthlessly authentic in the way I dive in and interact with AI. And I want to be ruthlessly, I want to pause on number two. If I go in there in the AI and be ruthlessly authentic, I'm coming out with an animal. Two of them, me and him or her, however it's rolling. And then the third one is, I want to be ruthlessly authentic about my commitments, and not just my commitments to the things I say yes to, but my commitment to the things I say no to.
That's a good one.
Yeah, those are a little more specific. But I do recognize, I go to number four, I'm going to just swagger jack you. I definitely want to be more ruthlessly authentic about my personal care, you know what I'm saying, and my practice for certain. But really, that one should be like zero. The one that should be unspoken.
That's baseline.
That's baseline.
Yeah, you're right.
That's where the ruthless come from, is being ruthless with myself and my practice. Like, if I'm hitting cobra breaths every day after my birthday, yeah, it's game time.
It's time for that level
Time for the percolator.
of execution. Yeah.
Time for that level of execution. It's quoting my man Firewater. He said, if it was going to be 1 year that you were going to be disciplined, this would be the year. I'm in 100% agreement of that. Because I like leisure. I really do like leisure. I like luxuriating. I just found out about that word last year, luxuriating, as you repair your nervous system, as you heal your inner child, which is your Chiron and your human design chart. We need to, and see, sometimes here at Cosmic Dojo, we're going to say some things that's going to be a little difficult for you to go find, but we want you to still go do the research anyway. And
Or reach out to us if you're interested. If you want to learn some more, we got resources to share.
Yes, you can leave it in the comment section if you can't find it.
And that's the main thing that this is a community. It's meant to be a central point for the community to come together around these values and these principles and these topics that we're discussing.
And we won't shy away from any leadership issues either. You're going to make sure when you come here, you're going to find out this part of the community, strong, dependable leadership. And that's needed at this time right now to harmonize both sides of the equation. Like, yeah.
Elaborate on that a little bit.
Just like that helps when true leadership shows up, then that helps eliminate posturing. Like some people have to lead, but they don't really want to lead. But that's because the true leadership has not shown up. So somebody who's a better follower, so for instance, I'm a coach. People look at me like a coach. I'm a shaman, I'm this, I'm a Sifu and all that. But according to my genes report, I'm a better team player than anything. I'm a better team player than anything. I know how to lead, but I also know how to follow really good leadership. So since I've been following such good leadership over such a long time, it's rubbed off on me that that's just here. But we represent leadership because then people who are like, I really want to serve more than I want to lead, right? Or some that I want to follow. Everybody is not only one or two things. You either leading or you following or you serving or you're a part of the problem. Like we're not applying that type of pressure. But we're gonna really accent leadership because if we have resources to share, that is what leadership is. Leadership has resources to share, and is diligent with it. So, and it's gonna be radically authentic. That's how leadership has to show up.
Ruthlessly authentic.
What did I say?
Radically. Radically is a good one too.
Nah, ruthless. Radical is right.
Yeah, ruthless is relevant.
Ruthless is relevant and radical. We're doing tongue twisters here in the dojo tonight. Yo, I really like this first episode.
Me too.
I can't wait to see how you chop it up and we send this out to a couple of people. I'm gonna be just like sending it out to my friends first, not just relying on. I really want to be radically, ruthlessly authentic about how I align my offerings and services to my design too.
Yeah, perhaps we should just make a website and put everything on there, and create a membership basis rather than going through YouTube. But you got mad followers on YouTube, so I don't know.
Oh, we could definitely easily put it on a platform, on a page.
Like a private platform.
I don't care. Sasha out here open sourcing stuff. I've been open sourcing for a long time.
I mean, if we do a membership for like $20 a month and just have just exclusive content there, and then we just have small nibbles, you know what I mean? That's that's just posted public.
Man, you know I'm with all proceeds, so you're not gonna get no pushback from me.
We get like 100 people in there for $20 a month.
And we
Just some
recording this.
passive
This how he
income.
does. He'll just go into a great idea just off the boom. He don't care whether we record in the middle of a
Oh
show or
no,
nothing. He
no,
just,
y'all
just
should.
like,
This is open source right here too. If we share this with y'all, it's free game right here. Everybody can do this. You can do this if you've been alive for
oh,
a certain number of years, or you can self-reflect.
mm,
You can build a successful revenue stream off of just simply sharing your perspective authentically, ruthlessly, authentically.
mm,
That's what we're here to talk about today. Come on now.
yeah. Because we know as much as we tired of the bland that you tired of the bland too. So, but we're not about to get too hyped and be in here like dancing and doing all that crazy stuff. We might, but not tonight.
Mm-mm.
We good oolonged out.
You know,
You know
it's
what I'm
bedtime
saying?
soon.
We essence out. We out here.
We got big days tomorrow. We got tea to drink early.
Big shouts out to my grandmaster Sanyata Saraswati for dropping these seeds in us that after like 20 years I became a Sifu in 2004, and now it's 20 years and we just had like Sanyata taught he was looking for 8 black belts to create, and before he got to us he only would teach 3rd-degree black belts and up. And I had no martial arts background, and most of the other brothers that was in the class had no martial arts background, and we all became Sifus, but we all scattered around the world, and just like people and men, we had some differences and stuff like that, and like stuff, but then all of a sudden, the joint just came back together in the 20th year, and I'm just really excited about seeing what energies come back with that, being ruthlessly authentic, and fostering that. But now we meeting every morning at 7 on Saturdays, or no, Sundays. Is tomorrow Sunday? Tomorrow Saturday? Today's Friday? Or tomorrow Saturday? Okay, so yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning. My bad, I thought we was meeting tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Where
But anyway, big shouts out to Senyata for the seeds he planted in us, so that now 20 years later, more as mature men, we meeting. It's good to be getting up in Bali. 7, I got to get up at 6, do my practice, and then be online with my brothers in the States back at 7. That feels really good, so I'm just giving them a shout out. You got some shout outs you want to throw out there? Anybody in AZ? Back there, you said some of your boys.
shout out to the other tribe, man. Wabi Sabi, Shino, IG, Jalarian,
Mm.
Marcus.
Mm.
Yeah, shout out to the crew back home.
Oh,
Shout
man.
out to my father. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to this beautiful island of Bali and beautiful stewards of this land. Shout out to the tea tree. And shout out to Sifu Oyi. Appreciate you for all the wisdom that you share with me so generously and consistently. And happy to have our first edition, the Cosmic Dojo.
We finna hit him. Yeah.
We out.
Peace.